island and just there.
Yep. And thanks, Daniel. I just added this to YouTube. I forgot to put it on the feed. Oops.
You had one job. You have one job. You have two jobs. Put the streams together and don't touch anything else. And you never do either one of them right.
That's the life of podcasting. That's how it goes.
What are you gonna do? Anyway, Steve, what made you get into podcasting? For me, it's that I'm an empty vessel and I need people to fill the void. What about you?
Yeah, no. Well, actually, it started out. David and I actually met at a startup company called Stay Flexi, and we actually started the podcast to help marketing for that company. I was running the U.S. side of sales. He was an advisor, so it just was a random idea we had, and I put it in our 2021 planning, and then we just kicked it off. And we really just wanted to get to know the people like yourself that we see on LinkedIn every day, but understand their personalities behind them as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. I love that.
It's been a lot of fun. And man, the stories that you get from people, apparently everybody wants to go to Japan, or that is everybody's most passionate place on earth. Everybody.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Do you know the story behind this? Is that why you said that? Because
I have no idea what the story is.
That is so much better. Glenn, take it away. Why this is so special.
We've had a trip to Japan scheduled in the summer 2020, and we've been all dying to go, and we just haven't been able to get over there. So it's been really frustrating for us as a family. You know, everybody seems to be going to Japan but us. But what are you gonna do? It's gotten so serious that one of my sons, I think, is gonna go overseas and do a semester there next year. So
but not Japan. I thought he was going to Thailand.
No. Thailand. I have two sons. One is going to Taiwan in August. The other
no. You have three.
David is going.
You're Dave's daddy.
Dave's not going to be allowed out of Jersey after.
That is highly false.
Yeah. It's too funny.
Glad, do you find that, like, when you talk to people, everybody loves Japan that's been there, or either
I don't see how you cannot love it. You know, you know what? I wouldn't mind going to Cleveland. I've never been there, and Drew Carey told me Cleveland rocks back in the 90s. So, you know, I'd love to go check it out.
I think I told you guys this story before about the guy, I want to say, who lives under the Minnesota airport landing pattern, and he put on his roof, "Welcome to Cleveland."
Yes, I saw something like that.
That's right. Yeah.
That's really funny. Steve?
Yeah. What's up?
You're gonna say something.
Hold on. I have a historical reference talking about different things. Spoken about New York City. We were talking off show about how beautiful the weather is outside right now.
We were?
And we were for a second. Look how beautiful it is. Maybe you were getting your something, or your drink or something. So
probably.
My Facebook reminded me that we are exactly 1 year removed from some of the craziest things you've ever seen in New York City.
Oh yeah, the orange air.
That was 1 year ago. I took that from the roof of my hotel. That's the Chrysler Building looking towards Manhattan. Typically, you could see the Empire State Building here. You can kind of see the One Vanderbilt. This is the Chrysler Building you're looking at. And then take a look trying to go see over the East River. It's pretty wild. So, nope, that's the same picture again? No, it's not.
You should have taken pictures today, then we could have done a side-by-side comparison.
I could have, but it looks like any other regular day out. There's blue skies, white clouds, not too hot, not too humid. It's gorgeous versus exactly what you're seeing here, which is you can't even see really Queens, Brooklyn. So yeah, that was a year ago today. Kind of crazy how time flies.
Yeah.
What happened?
There's a huge Canadian fire.
Were you living under a
that's
rock?
That's it. I forgot it was a fire.
Steve, bro, like if I didn't see the alert 1 year ago thing on my computer too, I would have totally forgotten that any of that actually existed. You know,
totally.
But didn't you're in Colorado, right? It was Chicago
Canada.
That it was hitting a lot, right? No, but there was a part of the country that it, for like 3 weeks it was impacting, but it wasn't here. I think it was like Chicago, Detroit area.
So Yeah, sorry, go on, Steve.
No, I just was saying, like, we get quite a few, not quite a few, but we get fires once a year here. So it's like, that stuff kind of just happens, and it's what you expect when you live here. But that, I remember that was pretty crazy. I think I was traveling when that was going on.
Nikki's got a couple questions for us, guys.
Okay, let's go.
Guest experience. Does everyone know what coins mean in front of a hotel room?
No.
That they've got a vibrating bed.
I don't either. I'm Googling it right now, but I really don't know. Nikki, tell us, what is the answer? While she does that, second question, what about a room number sign turn?
You can turn room signs?
I'm not sure what that even means, honestly.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, we're confused.
That means that they've deferred their maintenance so much, and people slamming the doors so hard that the screws are loose in the room side.
I do know that one number reigns supreme in terms of being stolen. Do you know which room number that is?
I could guess.
420.
I could.
Yes. That's what I was going to guess. That's what I was going to guess.
At your hotel, has it been stolen?
We don't have a 20 here.
Oh, smart.
We cut off at 18.
Oh, all right, cool.
So Nikki says the answer to question number 1 is that there is a stripper in the room. Did you guys know that?
No.
I did not know that, but I've also never had a stripper in my hotel room before.
I haven't either.
No, I guess the point is, like, you don't have to go out to the club. You just got to walk up and down the hallways and hope someone dropped a couple of quarters in front of a room, and then you can go there.
Answer number 2. What does a room sign turn mean? It means that a drug dealer is in. I've also never had a drug dealer in my hotel room. So these are educational opportunities for me, guys. I've never done these before. I'm learning something new.
Do you get a discount being that you work in the hotel, do you think?
Probably not for me, but I do wonder what happens if you have a drug dealer stripper in the room. Do you put coins and turn the sign? How does that work?
I don't know. That's a really good question. I think that's way above my pay grade. I don't know. Yes, I think yes. And Nikki, I know you didn't mean stripper, you meant prostitute. Yes.
I was trying to keep it family friendly. I was trying to keep it friendlier, Glenn.
Yeah.
Why coins though? You think it would be like dollar bills?
People would be taking the
People
$100.
take them.
Yeah, but the coins nobody's like,
coins don't leave them there.
Yeah, I don't really, I don't really want to bend over for that, little magic piece of copper linkage.
Especially your advanced age, Glenn. You bent over for a quarter, you're likely gonna have a $2,500 hospital bill. So it's just better off. It's a better investment to leave it alone.
Oh my God.
Better investment, just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone. Go ask questions out on the street, okay? Not happening.
Oh, that's mainly yucky outdoor corridor hotels. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I haven't been in one of those in a while. Although I have seen a couple of cool outdoor corridor hotels, ones that have been reclaimed from the grips of irrelevancy and been made super cool and hip over there.
Rise of the motif, Glenn.
You got
a few of them here. Love it.
I love that. I love that word. Motif.
Yeah.
Man, I love these older hotels that are getting transitioned, the roadside hotels.
Yep.
I don't know about you guys, but I always went on road trips growing up. And just to see kind of this nostalgia being brought back, I absolutely love it. It's really fun to see.
Yeah,
it really is. There's some great ones, especially in the Western U.S. And I was staying at one a few years ago over by the Air Force Academy.
Right.
And it was all dialed in. It was really nice. It was just nothing but nostalgia, and had a great time while we were there.
Have you seen the new Air Force Academy's hotel that's going up?
No, have not.
Hotel Polaris. It's a coral tree property, and it is a mile away from the Academy. Gorgeous views. They have a rooftop, and it's surrounded by mountains. It is going to be just an absolute gorgeous hotel. So if you get to Colorado Springs over the next, it's opening this fall. So if you ever make
the one that is the Net Positive Hotel, no, that's a different one.
No, that's in Denver. So that one's opening in Denver. That also looks pretty cool though, as well.
Yeah,
Colorado over there and do a show, Steve.
This is a pretty big hotel.
It's huge. Yeah. I had a chance to tour the construction, and it looks absolutely stunning. So really excited for this to be open. Second largest meeting space in Colorado.
Wow.
So meetings and events are going to be great there. And a lot of
so
stuff
I
right
guess
into the Air Force
right
Academy
after
as
the
well.
Gaylord. It's the second after that, right? The Gaylord's got to have the biggest,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Do you count Gaylord? Do you
So wait,
put-
so I guess that it's bigger than Broadmoor, smaller than.
I was gonna. I think Broadmoor might be. Is Broadmoor bigger than Gaylord?
No,
Or is Gaylord no? Gaylord's
No,
number
I
one.
can't imagine. Although
Gaylord's
Broadmoor
gotta
does
be-
have that other convention center facility, but
That kind of to
Gaylord
the
was
side,
freaking
yeah.
built for that
It's huge.
originally.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Hey, let us
of
know,
course,
viewers out there. Let us know what Colorado ballroom you think is biggest.
There we go.
So I'm always curious
Hey,
when I
Emmy
see
from
when I see
CoStar's
these,
out there. She should chime in.
when I
and
see
let
these
us know.
renderings of these public spaces, right? And obviously, these are renderings. All these
Right.
people are not sitting in this room. These are all photoshopped in.
Yes, thanks
But
for
Really,
sharing.
Glenn?
But I really want to
David?
know who is the company that is hiring these random people to sit in all these random ways
I
so they
know.
can be photoshopped into these random pictures. Like this guy clearly is sitting, was not in this chair, but someone hired him to sit like this.
Yeah,
And I'm just curious who does that. Who's the company that runs that?
yeah, that's a really good question, Steve. Do you know who the company?
I have no idea, but if you do find out, I love that as a side gig. I am great at sitting, so I can sit any which way you want me to, and you just pay me for the different ways you want me to sit.
That's an easy gig all day.
Easy
yeah.
gig, easy gig.
Yeah,
So
Dave does a specialty. He sits in provocative positions. So usually it's for his work is usually used more when people are building adults only hotels and that sort
Listen
of
to
stuff.
me right now. Let me make this very clear right now. Anybody who is investing money in an adults only property is not using this face as the face of their franchise. Okay, it's not happening.
No, sorry. Did I say adult hotel? I meant Universal Horror Nights. I apologize.
The new,
Yes, Nikki, we are looking into an AI, David.
listen, if they can do if they can do my
Glenn-
job and I can get paid for it, I'm
At the
all
end of the
for it.
week, we'll have an AI plan. We'll do an AI credit as well.
Sure. So, Steve, you started the podcast as a marketing tool. When did you realize that podcasting is a pointless waste of time, but yet you still decided to continue doing it forever?
Yeah, after the first episode, once we recorded that, really hated it. But figured I'm a masochist, love to be what I do. So I have just been going at it, and I went at it harder because I hated it.
Awesome.
So
Yep.
It's been great. I've had a blast doing it. This is our third year doing it. Our third season. We also do calendars with seasons. Followed your map on that one. So it's been a blast. It's been just fun getting to know folks in the house.
When I thought you said calendar, I thought that we were going to get together and do the sexiest men of podcasting and hospitality podcasting.
We still are though, right?
Do that. I think we could get sales way up in the single digits. So
I agree. We could sell at least one though. I'm pretty sure
We'll try to sell 9 of them, folks.
No. My mom would buy one. She just wouldn't hang it up. She'd put it in the drawer.
All right. I don't know who the LinkedIn user is, but they're saying is Karen drinking soda. No. Take it away, Steve.
Ranch Rider. This is what we're going with. Natural ingredients, only with tequila, sparkling water, and real lime. Man, I better get some little pushback for some commissions for this.
I know, right?
Tell you.
I absolutely love it. But I love the ranch water thing, but I got to stick with the beer.
I'm a Wisconsin guy. I actually wasn't sure what to wear on this podcast, and the other outfit was just a Miller Lite button down. So I didn't know.
You made the wrong choice. The worst possible choice.
I understand. What
you could have done, what you should have done, if you were really good at your job and investigated and researched what you were coming onto, you would have gone to Redbubble, the Aloha Craig store, bought a shirt with Glenn's face on it, and then wore that.
I blew it. This is my first.
I can't run everybody's show for them. I can't do it.
No. I'm 20 minutes in here and I've blown my first live episode.
Yeah. So how do you like doing a live show, Steve?
Yeah. So everybody knows, Steve has never done a live broadcast prior to this. That's pretty wild, since I feel like I've done thousands of them. So it's really funny. I'm actually, when I do recorded stuff, I screw stuff up, but live, like, it's like not a problem, right?
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
If I do it live and we go, I'm on it. But if we're recording it, I'm stopping 20 times.
I was trying to record something this morning, and I'm like, why do I sound like this? You know?
It's unbelievable how many takes I have to do for a recorded thing. But if I'm live, we can go 2 hours without any misses.
Yeah. So, how are you feeling so far? 23 minutes into your first live show ever.
You know,
Steve, not live.
Besides blowing it, I blew it already. But you know, you guys are making me feel at home, which I appreciate. You know, you're making me feel comfortable. I got a drink here, which you know calms the nerves a little bit. You know,
I guess we appreciate that, but that was not our intention at all.
No, it's really about turning the heat up and watching you sweat.
Well, that's why I got this with me. Just
there you go. There you go.
Steve, we have a viewer question for you. So Glenn was talking about how him and Bruce Ford went to the Sphere. They saw whatever the new Grateful Dead is.
Dead and Company, the greatest Dead cover band. I decided to start calling them because they only got 2 of the originals.
Lord Daniel, who was on our show 2 weeks ago,
we had 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Is asking Steve, you planning on going to the Sphere in the future? If so, what show would you like to see there?
Oh man, the Sphere is on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I was actually watching a YouTube video about it, and they said if you can go to the Sphere, just go. It doesn't matter who's playing.
Right.
It is going to be unreal. Like I've never. You guys are going to knock me for this, but I didn't listen to the Grateful Dead. I'm not a Dead fan.
That's okay.
But I heard it was incredible at the Sphere.
It was great. I
watched the like reviews of it and like just the imagery and all the stuff that they have going on there. So
that's Bruce and I there last Thursday night, as a matter of fact.
Yes. So the Sphere is definitely a bucket list. Who I would love to see there. I'm big into I like country music. I would love to see like Eric Church there. He's one of my favorites. Big into Noah Khan right now. So I love him. But you know, I gotta say, I'm a Justin Bieber fan. I am. I am a big fan of him. I've seen him.
You have his haircut.
Well, and this is not intentional. This is getting a little long. I cut it, and now we're with the Bieber haircut.
Oh no, that's short compared to the picture that we used in the app.
Hey, yeah.
So can we find out who LinkedIn user is? Because they're throwing a lot of good stuff out there.
For some reason, it's I'm going to say Van Hagar, baby, is that's what I think the answer is. Sullivan's go-to band.
You know, Van Hagar is, but I got to tell you, seeing Fish Air with Glenn, you know, a few weeks ago was just absolutely incredible. I don't know how I'm going to enjoy a concert anywhere at any other venue.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be.
I need to know who this is. I need to know who this is. Who is this? Put your name in there.
All right, I can go check my LinkedIn account too and see what.
I think that's probably his co-host from his show.
I imagine it's somebody that's watching for you, Steve. I just don't know who.
I don't know either, and I don't know what Taylor Swift PJs are.
Pajamas.
Like actual, like with Taylor Swift's face on them.
I guess I don't know. You're the one that's
similar
wearing them.
style to what she wears.
Yeah, or maybe
it's Gareth Frazier.
One of her songs or something. Okay, Gareth. How are you, man?
Gareth, my man.
So I don't know who Gareth is. Who is Gareth? Explain who Gareth is.
Gareth is with Alliance or Allianz. That's Alliance. I talked to Alberto Santana about this. They get both pronunciations of it, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But he's a great dude. You know, he's an industry sales guy. Great company. You should go check them out.
He's got some good singers in there. I like Gareth being in the comment section. He needs to be here more often.
Yeah.
Now, guys, more breaking news to share with you guys. Aside from me being back on the show, I know, Steve, what show you're going to be going to the Sphere for, because I have just yesterday signed a contract with Jimmy Dolan to have Friday Night Audit live from the Sphere. We are renting it out. I've put it on Glenn's credit card. And we'll be having a live show from there in 2 months. We're getting the summer special because it's Vegas in the summer. Nobody wants to be there, so we're going to be there
all summer long.
And Glenn's gonna be paying the way. So get your tickets now on Redbubble.
Hey, you know what? And you can meet us all at Hagar Island over at the Palms too.
And somehow we were able to avoid the Ticketmaster cabal and go do ticket sales through Redbubble.
Yeah.
Well, good. Then I'll be able to go to the Sphere. Check it off the bucket list.
You're gonna see Glenn's face on the big Sphere on the outside for the whole week.
Kind of like David Byrne and Burning Down the House video.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Steve, what's the biggest? What's the one thing you've learned most in your time during podcasting?
Oh man! Besides everybody wanting to go to Japan, you know what? One
about yourself, I mean, yeah,
about myself.
Yeah,
man, I really should have studied humans or something in college, like sociology. I think is that degree.
Mm-hmm. I did that, but I did that by joining a fraternity and just going to parties.
My college didn't have fraternities, so I didn't get that opportunity. We were a dry campus, but our place was the only place that was not dry. So it was great. We lived off campus.
Wow,
that was fun.
Oh, that sounds rough.
It was a good time. It was a good time. But yeah, I just love learning about people. I mean, when I write the episodes, doing the research, finding out what they're passionate about and finding out how they got in hospitality. So many people didn't
wait. You write episodes and research?
He actually does the work for his shows.
Yeah.
I absolutely. I'm researching.
Some of us do, Glenn. Believe it or not. Some of us do.
I mean, we don't, but guess who's the #1 show in hospitality? I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true, man. Maybe I just gotta do less work. Maybe I'm doing too much work. I gotta do less. Maybe
I don't know. But I've been doing this. I've been doing this a long time, and I grew up listening to a guy named Larry King on the radio, and he was infamous for not doing any preparation. So I don't know. I just kind of absorb what's going on around me and just kind of hope I figure it out and don't make any stupid mistakes that would have been easily correctable had I spent a half a second Googling,
Yeah, absolutely.
Not for nothing. Speaking of the great Larry King, I don't know. You guys tell me. I think that give it about another 20 years or 25 years or so, Glenn could put on some suspenders and play Larry King.
He's going right for the suspenders, Glenn.
I know, right?
He could definitely be the Larry King on some A&E documentary. You don't think so?
Pull your hair back, Glenn. Pull your hair back.
I just put on the fish donut tie or something like that, and we'll see.
When was the last time you wore a tie, Glenn?
Funny.
2 days ago.
Wednesday night when I hosted an award ceremony for Sinesta. It was freaking awesome. It was
SinestaCon.
Yeah, it was the first. There was the first conference, and I did some podcasts with them. And check out those podcasts with John Murray and Keith Pierce, and then one with Elizabeth Harlow and Chris Trick. One on the financial side, one on the marketing development side. So I hosted this award show, and they had a live band, and it was in front of 1,000 people. And and part of the contract was I had to wear a suit and tie.
I was just going to ask you if you put your suit.
They literally wrote it into the contract for you. That is tremendous.
They know me, and but before that. The last time I wore a tie, and I remember that too. This is how infrequent it is. Was I officiated a friend's wedding in January of 2023. That was the last time. That was the second to last time
in Vegas.
No, that was on Long Island.
That was Steve, right? Yeah, that was
Steve. Yeah.
I remember that wedding. I wasn't there, but I remember the whole conversations about it because we were talking about it at Fish.
Yeah,
in Atlantic City.
I did go to Vegas that evening, though.
Of course you did. So, Steve,
wait, hold on. Gareth is saying here, could you put that up? 1980 sock tie. No, it was the piano keys tie.
So remember, guys, Glenn has two jobs on this show, and he just failed number 2.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything.
All the time.
Don't touch anything.
All the time. I really convinced myself, Steve, that this time it's going to be okay. Every single time.
Every time.
Yeah.
So Steve, with your show, are you working with a producer, director? Are you all of that? Are you running the soundboard?
No.
Absolutely. What does your production look like?
Yeah. So when we started this podcast, we needed a producer. Like I don't know anything about producing. I don't know anything about editing.
Neither does Dave.
But we went out and we found.
He knows so much. His volume's off.
Exactly. He muted himself.
I'm sure he did that ironically.
Of course I didn't.
Sorry, Steve. That's just what happened here. Please keep forge forward.
I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm not stopping. So
there you go.
No, one of my friends introduced me to John Bumhofer, who had a production company, Make More Media at the time, and still has it. And he does everything for us, man. We would not be where we are without him.
Good dude.
He does. Great guy. You know him, right? You work with him as well a little bit. Yeah. But he does all of our production, all of our editing.
Wow.
Puts in YouTube shorts for us, puts it on YouTube, all the podcast platforms. So, he does he's a Wizard of Oz, man. He's the one that does all the magic behind the scenes. He's crazy good. So
nice.
Shout out John Bumhofer.
There you go.
Got a real good question there.
Love it.
I mean, I guess we could save this for the shameless plug, but now we'll give you two, Steve, because you've come on and been so Bieberific.
Thank you.
Kim wants to know, where can she see your podcasts?
Oh, yeah. You can go to themodernhotelier.com. They're all there. Otherwise, The Modern Hotelier on LinkedIn, The Modern Hotelier on any major podcast platform. So we're pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
Nice.
Out a great product.
A new show called The Out of Touch Innkeepers. So we're really looking forward to
Hey, that's our next show. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. What's wrong with you? Drink more, talk less.
Yeah. That's
you're tired, Glenn. You're tired.
That should be the thing, our tagline for the show: drink more, talk less.
Yes, I'm down for that.
So right? Steve, you're now 35 minutes into your first ever live broadcast. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. I got my first drink down, so I just cracked open another Ranch Rider.
Nice.
So what's this one? Is there a variation here because it's got a different color can?
Yeah, this one is the Tequila Paloma. So this one has reposado tequila, sparkling water, sea and salt, and some grapefruit in there as well. Got to get my fruits and vegetables in for the day. So
you really do. I love that you know how to take care of yourself, and
absolutely.
Stay hydrated. Get your fruits and vegetables.
This is why pizza is the best food there is, right? It hits all the main food groups. You have your grains, you have your vegetables, you have your dairy, all right there in front of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love it.
Why do you think I'm so healthy? I eat a lot of pizza.
Well, to be fair, he does have good pizza.
Hey, did you guys know today that it was National Donut Day?
I did, because I saw a lot of people capitalizing on that on LinkedIn and beyond, for sure.
I found out today because there was donuts in my break room, and I was like, what is this? And I saw on the calendar it was National Donut Day. So happy Donut Day, boys. Did you guys get your free donut from somewhere?
No, I did not get a donut. I don't really need a donut. I'm actually, Steve, I'm very proud of myself because I've been running around so much for the last couple of months. I haven't had time to overeat, and I've lost a few pounds.
Nice.
And I'm trying to actualize it and avoid things like yummy, delicious donuts.
Sure.
Too much.
If we were in the same room, Glenn, I'd look behind you and go, I think I found it.
All right, sorry, Steve. Steve, you were saying?
Oh no, I'm just saying. I used to be addicted to donuts. I love donuts, Krispy Kreme, love it. So,
oh my god,
I've moved on. Though. I'm kind of in recovery now. So, Dave, I really wasn't hoping we'd bring this up because that's a tough day for me. Just with all the great donut specials out there, but I skipped it today.
And Steve, it's getting real tough out there. First of all, I'm not too thrilled with my children who went out last night to Stop and Shop and got a delicious, yummy Entenmann's chocolate cake that I walked down and saw this morning. That's been effing with me all day long. So that's not been good. But also, donut companies have upped their game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Krispy Kreme was the first step up from the world of Dunkin' Donuts and Tim Hortons. And since then, it's been level up. Yeah.
See, I'm going to stop you right there because when I was younger, many years ago, less years ago than you guys, but not too, still years ago. The local Dunkin' Donuts by me used to make the best donuts because they were made fresh on property.
Oh yeah,
and
that way back in the day.
They were amazing. And then eventually they tore that place down to the ground, rebuilt it back with the crap they have now. So I'm not gonna. I understand what you're saying, but nothing is better than a fresh Dunkin' Donut made on property.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I agree. Do you guys ever have like Piggly Wiggly donuts? That's where I used to get my donuts back in the day. I grew up in Wisconsin.
We don't have Piggly Wigglies out here in places that are actually with people there.
People there, yeah.
Fun fact: Piggly Wiggly, the first self-service grocery.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Right.
We haven't got that in the Midwest yet, I'm sure. But
are you saying you're telling me that grocery stores used to have people that did the shopping for you?
Correct. You would go in with your list.
You're celebrating that we don't do that anymore.
Well, no.
You stumped the band, David.
F self-serve checkout, but it's much quicker to be able to go, and I love seeing all the products and stuff like that you can do. I very much enjoy that experience personally.
We've actually come full circle if you think about it, because you could do it then, and I went to self-serve. Now we're back to placing in the order on the phone or the app, and they'll bring it to your car. So Piggly Wiggly, down with you, because I want someone to do my shopping for me.
Wow.
Hey, not down with Piggly Wiggly. Come on, that's a great.
Steve, I didn't know. I learned
the name. It's a great name. I love the name.
I learned all about Piggly Wiggly from Driving Miss Daisy. That's the first time I ever heard about it. I don't know if you.
Really?
I saw one in New Orleans last week. We passed one in New Orleans. I was like, oh, look, a Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah. Well, Driving Miss Daisy, I believe, predates my first New Orleans visit, because my first New Orleans visit was 1991, and I think I think it was like 1987, 88, 89, or something like that. I don't know, Dave. I don't know.
I was 0 years old in 87. I was 4 years old on your first visit to New Orleans.
Hey, same here, Dave. We're the same age. All right, look at us. 80s babies.
So we have a couple questions here. Nikki Fox wants to know, have you ever been to Voodoo Donuts in Portland, Oregon?
There's one here
Not
in Orange,
Portland, but in Denver. Denver
has
has
there's a lot of them now. I think there's one in Vegas too, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Where did I see it in Vegas? You guys know where it is, but I've been like wanting them but avoiding them. And now everyone's got a donut shop. Venetian Palazzo's got a fancy donut shop now. It's crazy.
Yeah, now we've got Voodoo Donuts down here. We've got Vampire Donuts down here, and we've got Sidecar Donuts. And Sidecar is the most expensive.
Right. This place, right? This is the place you're talking about?
$25 for a dozen. No.
How much for a dozen, Craig?
$25 for a dozen donuts and Sidecar Donuts.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's like Crumble.
Baby Dave.
We have a great duck
donut.
donut.
That's going on a shirt.
You guys ever had duck donuts?
Yes, we have that here on Long Island. I got the bacon maple one that I liked a lot. But honestly, we went there like once or twice, and then we were kind of done with it. Yeah.
Suzanne has a trivia question for us, guys. She sent it to me specifically. I could just look it up and pretend like I know the answer, but I'm assuming it's before Dave, so I don't know where it is. But where was the first Dunkin' Donuts located? I think it was probably in Massachusetts somewhere, right? Or no, Rhode Island? Rhode Island?
Boston.
Oh, well, there is the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island. So.
I think it was Rhode Island. I'm looking it up now. So after I put my guess in, okay.
Yeah.
The first Dunkin' Donuts restaurant is still in operation when founder William Rosenberg opened his first coffee and donut shop in Quincy, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Suzanne's got it in the comment section over there. Cool.
Quincy, Massachusetts.
Quincy, Massachusetts. If either of you 80s boys know the show Quincy?
No.
There's no way.
Of course.
You know The Odd Couple?
Yeah, right?
Yes, I do actually know that one.
I've heard of that.
My parents used to watch it. Yeah, my dad used to watch it.
Jack Klugman went on to do a show called Quincy, where he was a forensic pathologist who solved crimes.
Medical examiner. Quincy.
Yeah,
very realistic.
So he'd look at a dead body, and then he'd go out and solve a crime while also being a swinging playboy. So it was
No, I don't know about that part.
No, he had that whole in the beginning credits. Dun, 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 dun. So he's got like a martini and it's like woman.
That was in every Universal show from 1970 to 1989. Okay. That they tried that in Battlestar Galactica, which was 1977. Okay.
Hey, an old show that I used to watch, and I actually liked because my dad watched it. Was
Miami
Columbo.
Vici was a good one.
Columbo was a good show.
Just
I like
one
Columbo.
more thing.
Yeah, one more thing.
And I went to his grave when I went to California.
What are they talking about?
You went to his grave?
Yeah, because I don't know. Annie wanted to go do the whole Hollywood grave tour, so we did, and he was there. Peter Falk.
Peter Falk.
See,
yeah,
see, I know what I'm talking about, guys.
That's pretty impressive, though, Dave. That might have been the most impressive thing you've ever done on this show.
You know what, David? Get a raincoat and go walk out on the streets and start asking Peter Falk questions.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh my God.
The A-Team.
Mr. T. Angela Lansbury.
I remember that.
Raymond Burr. The Bionic Man was Steve Austin, the $6 million
Lee Major
man.
Nikki doesn't even know who the hell Quincy is.
See?
Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate your support, Nikki.
Also, I would argue his medical examiner assistant Sam was probably one of the first prominent Asian men on television. So,
Phil On.
Yep.
Phil On was one.
I love that you know his name. That's great. Moonlighting with Bruce Willis back in.
Made him a star. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Sybil Shepherd.
Funny enough, I just heard the Moonlighting theme the other day on something. I'm like, I haven't heard that in forever. Like, why are you playing the Moonlighting?
I would put I would love to put it on with the YouTube police.
Not like me at all. What?
Not at all.
What?
I said I would love to put the theme on the show, but the YouTube police would come for me really quick.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Glenn gets upset.
I wouldn't even know that theme song if I heard it.
See that, Suzanne? Glenn and I are not senile yet.
Right.
Yeah, that's the key word.
Put on the Mr. Pesto comment, if you don't, Dave. I believe that she wound up marrying Curtis Armstrong, who played Booger in Revenge of the Nerds in the Moonlighting universe, not in real life. Yeah. Alice Beasley, I think her name was. Alice Beasley. Check that out. See if I'm right on that one.
Steve's going, what did this turn into?
I just have no idea.
Is it a game show
totally
now?
out on this.
It gives me something
you guys are past my days.
Yeah, the good news is, hey!
There it is. Yay, Glenn.
See, if I have an affinity for like 70s and 80s TV and pop culture and stuff.
This is why
like that.
Glenn should be the new host on Wheel of Fortune.
Seriously. Steve, like it really pisses me off that it's like all for like celebrities now. There's got to be like a game show boot camp I could go to and try out and like be one of these people. I want to be the best freaking game show host ever. That is
why don't we just wait, all jokes aside then, if you're really that passionate, why don't we just create a hospitality game show?
Friday night.
I know. I keep thinking of it, but we got to figure that out. I got to do that.
We can bring on hotel people. We can do historical facts and fun, and then Suzanne can do our research for us because she's the only one that actually has knowledge amongst the group. And there we go.
David can spin the wheel.
Yeah. So funny enough, I'm actually working with a hotel company for a conference that we're working on in the fall, where we're going to do something fun and use a game show format in order to, make sure the executives have a good time and connect better with the audience and create an opportunity for a lot of laughs and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to putting that one together.
Nice. We got a very important question. Craigie, would you grow a ZZ Top beard if we could fundraise it for charity?
Yes.
There we go. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
Oh.
Yeah.
ZZ Top beard.
That would be impressive.
That's great.
Press your luck.
If I do that, I feel like I gotta let the hair grow back too.
Yeah.
So
no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Yeah, no whammies, no whammies.
Also, they've got a slot
show
version of that in Las Vegas, and that F's me every time. I keep getting the goddamn whammies. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dave, you were saying?
You ever seen the show, the whammy show, that the guy figured out the pattern and he
Yes,
won, like,
I did.
Yes.
a ton of money?
Yeah.
That's just smart though. That's just smart. Like, good for that guy.
Yeah, totally. So for people who don't know what we're talking about, there is a documentary. I don't remember the name or the network it's on, but when Press Your Luck was on in the 70s and 80s, the randomization wasn't really random, and there was a certain sort of pattern that went to it. And he watched all these episodes, figured out the pattern, got on the show. There you go, and was able to win a lot of money doing it. What a great freaking story that is, Dave. Another great story was I'm forgetting.
David's on top of it today.
Yeah, I'm forgetting what it was, but it was with Annette Bening and dude from
Fines?
No. It's a show where they figured out the lottery thing. It was a movie on Hulu.
Yeah. All right, give me 1 second. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up in a second. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll pull it up and I'll find that in a second. But I just realized something. Steve, how old are you? You're 36?
36, 37?
Okay.
36.
So I'm 36. You're 36. This guy on the screen is 5.
That's what I'm saying, man. Have you seen
What
like
the
Seinfeld
hell?
episodes from back in the day when like George was 29? Like
Yeah.
he looks like he's 45.
All right,
Like,
so
they're mid 20s, like different time.
insane. So I don't know if y'all watch on YouTube. There's a guy called Vsauce. Go check out this Vsauce guy. He's got an episode of Do People Look Older Back in the Day kind of a thing. And he talks all about this thing because it's insane. You look at these people, it's like when I was growing up in the 70s, people that were 50 did not look like me in my 50s. I'm not saying I'm looking good, but I'm saying they looked like they were going to drop dead in like 8 seconds. You know?
So is that because of, and I'm not even joking around, is that because of all the preservatives that we eat now? I'm serious.
No, it probably has to. It does have to do with where we got better medicine and diet and health, and we do. I don't know that kind of.
I don't know. I think David's also got a point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jerry marked you a large. Yeah.
There's certain people that are just filled with different chemicals. It's just like no.
Yeah, and Nikki is right. The Golden Girls were like 45, 50 in that range when it first started. Yeah. And that is unfathomably insane. And by the way, thank you, Delta. There are Golden Girls reruns on there now, and I've been watching them. And I guys, I don't know if you've ever seen Golden Girls. It is one of the best written TV shows of all time. It is so well done. The comedy is so crisp. The insults are hysterical. And it's got a great rhythm to it. So
you're saying that couldn't be made again today?
It was no. Although if they did it today, it would be like a house full of gay men and just not funny, right?
Like all the remakes. I feel like.
Now
I think we're gonna get some comments on that one, Glenn. Good.
It's just there's nothing worse than making gay men not funny because I've never seen that before. But Hollywood will be able to pull that off. That's what I
think they've done that.
The YouTube police are on the way to Glenn's house right now.
Yep. This is the beauty of a live show, right? I've never done this. First time.
There they go. They got him. They got him.
The police have him.
Yeah. They got him.
There was I was watching a Jimmy Kimmel clip the other night from an opening that he did.
Yeah.
And they went up to Boise, Idaho. Okay. And
great city.
It's Pride Month and all of that. And I love Boise, Idaho.
First place ever played beer pong, by the way. Thank you very much.
There you go. Yeah. 24/7
when I was producer Danny lives. Steve.
Producer Danny lives up there.
Producer Danny lives.
Drew Hardy, the president and founder of 24/7 Hotels, grew up there, went to college there. partially, and then down to San Diego. So I had to send it to Drew. This is really the antithesis of the story. There's a bar up there that instead of celebrating Pride Month, they were celebrating Ultra Male Month.
It was heterosexual month, I believe it was.
Yeah. Ultra male
month.
Yeah. Yes, that was it. So, and they've got a judge. Okay, so if you're dressed like a man and you're acting like a man, you're going to get a free beer. And the judge. And Jimmy Kimmel said, I don't know.
So
like
we'll be
Queer Eye to me. So I had to send it to our other roving reporter, Drew Hardy, over at 24/7 Hotel. So
that's hysterical.
Still waiting for him to hear back from.
So, Glenn, did you win your first game of beer pong when you played in Boise?
Not the first one, but the second time I played, I was in Vegas at O'Shea's, the new O'Shea's, not classic, awesome O'Shea's, and I won the second. I had like the second night ever. My first night at O'Shea's, I had like the sickest beer pong night ever, and I got really cocky about it. And I thought I was like the best fucking beer pong player of all fucking time. Then the next time at O'Shea's, it's like I could not make a single shot. It was the most embarrassing thing.
Really? Wow.
And I'm like, we are the champions. And I was like, then it was like,
Hey, Glenn, before we get into our plugs and all that, why don't you play those 2 short videos?
Because I don't think I actually have them. I thought I did, but I think they're the one. I'm kind of confused on all of that. So sorry about that.
I think David purged them.
I thought they were there.
Well, with that said.
That's right. This is the best part of the show. Also, the part of the show that I'm doing specifically so I don't disappoint Dave and make him feel like I'm not putting all my energy into this, even though I'm tired and I want to be in bed right now. All right. Time for Plug-Palooza. Steve, it is time for you to do all the plugs without feeling guilt, without feeling shame. Go for it, buddy.
Hey, I appreciate that. You know, I'm pretty easy to find. Find me on LinkedIn. Steve Carran, Carran is my last name. Otherwise, you can find The Modern Hotelier on themodernhotelier.com or The Modern Hotelier on LinkedIn, Instagram, and all major podcast channels. Nice. So appreciate you all having me on. I mean, I got to say, Glenn, Craig, Dave, you guys have been like the pioneers here. And I just really appreciate you having me on. I watched you guys before I had a podcast, and now that I'm doing a podcast, just appreciate the ground you laid for all the podcasters and hospitality now. I mean, I feel like there's podcasts popping up every week, and I don't think we would be here without you all. So I just want to say thank you for all the groundwork you laid ahead of the rest of us that are, starting these new podcasts up. So thank you very much.
It was all Glenn. That's why I call him the voice of hospitality and all sincerity. Glenn's directly responsible for my shows and success, along with my producer Danny. But we all owe Glenn a debt of gratitude, except for maybe David, because he gets paid for what he does.
Steve, thank you so much. Listen to The Modern Hotelier. Before we let you guys plug, really cool. It came up in my feed of shit that happened today. In 2011, today, I did a podcast in my first year of podcasting from the rooftop of the Dream, New York, during the NYU Hospitality Investment Conference. I can't believe that popped up today and how long ago that was. 13 years ago. So I was doing podcasting and like basically shouting out into an empty universe that nobody was listening to. But how
David's not listening.
Yeah, no, David looks like he's doing job related stuff. All right, Modern Hotelier, please check that out wherever you get your podcasts. Greg, whoa! Sorry, we thought you were like making deals and shit like that. You were too big for us.
No. I have a very big important question for Craig.
What's that?
What the hell is going on in California? Have you guys just run out of stuff to steal? Now you're stealing fire hydrants? What is going on out in LA?
They made a cover.
Well, it's all the dog hotels that are opening up. It's those people.
302 have been sold on the south side of LA County beginning in 2023. 100 hydrants have been stolen this year. What is happening out there?
David, you've been to my house. I do not live in LA. I can't answer that question.
But you're the king of California. You should know all these things.
No, I'm the ambassador for hospitality and food and beverage of California. So, and I am the Baron of Balboa Island.
That is true.
So,
that is true.
And you have a special visitor coming next week. I know you're very excited for it.
Are you going?
No, I'm not going.
No, I thought Dave was going.
You couldn't catch me at a political rally for either side. There's no chance.
Don't even.
Yeah, let's not even go there.
You don't want to start this with 2 minutes left in the episode? Let's go. Let's do another hour.
I've already damaged my career enough. Dave, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, stop stealing fire hydrants in Los Angeles.
Oh, I get it. That was a fire plug.
Ta-da!
That might have been the dumbest thing I've ever said on this show.
It's really bad. It was really bad. It was really. I think it is.
It was bad, but it's not the dumbest thing you ever said. No.
That was pretty rough.
We'll bring your wife in to verify that. Look at him. He's turning red. He's going to have a heart attack.
This is how overtired I am. I thought that was the funniest thing of all time.
That was a very bad one. But we'll accept it. We'll accept it. Suzanne said she was leaving about 10 minutes ago, but she stayed on just for that joke.
Yeah, see, we pull you in, and we're never going to let you out.
Craig, what do you got? What do you?
Hey, you know what? I've got a lot of stuff to plug, but I'm not sure I want to now. No, March 6, 8 next year. You narrowed it down to 4 locations, and I'm going to make an announcement soon on that. I've got a couple of meetings Monday and Tuesday, and then that'll be set. Producer Danny and I are going to be back soon with our 10th season of Click Connect. Looking forward to that. We've got some great guests already pre-booked. We've gone into pre-production on that. So also going to a couple of conferences, and I'll be speaking there and moderating panels and basically running around California and the Western U.S. So it's all good.
Love it. Love it. All right. Big plug. High Tech 2024. Anthony Melchior and I are doing the opening keynote speech, 8:30 a.m. June 25th. Plus, I want to thank my friends over at Unifocus. I'll be shooting a lot of interviews with them in their booth on the show floor, as well as my friends over at M3 Accounting. So I'm really looking forward to that event. I'm going to be doing a lot of fun stuff this summer. Hopefully, that will mostly involve beer, barbecue, and my backyard. So we'll see what happens.
David? Isn't David coming over?
We'll see. We hope David's going to be able to get over.
This year is the year. This year is the year. It's been 3 years in the making.
Yeah, we keep hoping. We keep hoping.
Steve doesn't know. The only time the three of us are ever together, or the only time Glenn and David are together, is when they're in California for my conference.
That's not true. We proved ourselves wrong. A couple weeks ago, we were together with CJ in Manhattan for the first time in about 6 years.
I know.
I did not see any filmed evidence of that, so I don't believe it.
Oh yeah, Steve, that's actually very true. Me and Glenn, for a few years running, have only seen each other in California, yet we live 20 miles from each other.
Oh, that's incredible.
Not that close, Steve, but you know.
40 miles. But it's less than 60 miles.
It's on the other side of Manhattan, and I live on the other side of Manhattan. Sure. Yeah, so it's like
he might as well live in Canada and me in Florida. Like it's that much of a gap.
Like I literally see.
But it's only 40 miles, Steve.
Yeah,
right.
As the crow flies.
Man, that New York traffic, though, I can imagine.
Hey, they're number one. They're number one for traffic.
Yeah, baby.
And we have a transit
glad
system.
to relinquish that crown to you guys.
And we actually have a transit system. So imagine if we didn't. Imagine if we were like LA with no transit system. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, no, you're like San Francisco, but
Hey, oh yeah, last plug. Shout out to Governor Hochul of New York for stopping the bullshit congestion plan that would have been a regressive tax against poor people living, trying to get below 60th Street who are forced to drive because they couldn't take mass transit. So very excited about that. So. Because I know Dave at his hotel specifically, he's had people that have had that problem, and many other hoteliers that I know are having that problem. All right, let's get out of here. We'll be back next week, whether you like it or not. So for Steve, Dave, aloha, Craig, and myself, G, it's G. We'll see you all next time on the one and only.
Hey, don't talk over the credits.